So one wrong drop of water, one false breath, that candle gets ruined. Back in the dark like that, trying to find their way back.
This is all victims of the cave wars in the early 1900s, when these cavers would attack each other's caves and destroy it so as to get more people to come to their cave and not come to this cave. So Diamond Caverns was attacked or sabotaged. Luckily, it was just so vast they weren't able to make much of an impact, but it's crazy to see that. Welcome to Diamond Caverns here in Kentucky and beautiful US of A and Mammoth Cave State Park. We did Mammoth Cave, so now it's time to check out Diamond Caverns. Look at that. Diamond Caverns are so good that people drive silly style. Could have come from the front. No, he reversed from the back. God bless him. So here we are. Diamond Caverns. Let's go explore, buy our tickets, and see what it's like to be a tourist at Diamond Caverns in Kentucky. All right, here we go. Time to get in here. Is this like the entrance? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that is wild.
Get down. As a reminder, there's 350 steps, 50 down to the first level. Okay.
I'll volunteer myself as the last person in the group.
All right, thanks.
There you go.
He's gonna be the one that pushes us down and walks the group.
There you go. There you go. I wouldn't.
You got 7 hours.
Sophie, just follow your brothers, please.
Yeah, he's silly.
Oh, it's official. That is super cool.
Maybe in front of him.
Yeah.
Hang on, stop. Stop. Move in front of you.
That way Mom won't worry. You fall down the picture. Okay?
Can we hold my hand?
Oh, it's nice and chilly down here.
Oh, yeah, that's good, isn't it?
Yeah, they must put air conditioning in here. I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna hold your shirt with your hand. Yeah.
Just stay in this area in general, so you don't have enough to come back in a moment.
You have no moving around, got it?
Alright, we do have another group coming up. So I'll be looking out for them, so we'll stay over this area for the moment. So how many of y'all are familiar with this informal column? But they don't got to. Sometimes they just go on their very own way and form their very own column. Now another feature of this cave is a flowstone formation that we call the haystack. That is forever stuck at 13 feet short as it is grown into its source. That is something that does happen quite a bit down here, especially with these flowstones. Now one thing that we don't have is what our namesake says, diamonds. And as you look around in this room, literally we don't have any diamonds. The closest thing we have to that is a pure form of calcite, which is this stuff right here. So what I mean by that is all this red you see is actually impurity. Now, after he broke that news to the owner, he wasn't too disappointed, only just a little bit, and he still didn't change the name. It has forever stuck there since that guy shot it up. Now, the landowner decided.
Yeah, that's insane. And you wanted money for this? The original cave tours came out of that hole right there. Not the ladder. Yikes.
Look at, hey, look at my hand.
Dad might have to duck.
I might have to duck.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that crazy? Where we going?
Hey, it touched. Nice.
Kind of like on the bridge, but it makes mom
Makes mom happy. We wanna make mom happy. You're fine, Sis. Come on, buddy. I see you run downstairs.
Holy cow. These 1920s engineers know what they're doing.
Behind y'all is Victoria Falls, one of our biggest and most active flow stone formations that we actually have. And we got 3 days worth of solid rain. We have a very tranquil like waterfall over that beach right there. Kind of like one of those fancy.
So this is a piece of stalactite that they cut in two.
Goes like rings, like a tree. See just how old it is?
Oh wow, that is super cool. What? Y'all put a lake in here? That's wonderful. Wow, that looks wild.
All right. Now that we're finally here with the last of the new formations, the rest will be an amazing, beautiful mix of all this from here on out. Now, as you notice,
That is just the coolest, that one right there. I don't have... This cave is truly spectacular. And then this is what happens. This is called the popcorn effect. It's what happens when the moisture doesn't have an opportunity to escape.
second piece of stalagmite has been kind of polished, so we all the touch in here. It's quite similar to the first, but it gets more interesting when we get to the third one down here.
That popcorn looks wicked. That popcorn is a natural phenomenon. Super cool. Wow. It's like the spine of a dinosaur. Let me catch back up with the crew.
That shadow looks like another room, right? Well, it's actually the back wall. So, the other two places we kind of have like this, one we've already passed and one will be the last bridge. They literally only go back about 10 feet or so. And then
It looks like there's something back there, but there's nothing. does look like a big piece of bacon.
I think she wants it back.
That's so cool.
Alright. And that's what that was like for the poor guy that was shoved down the hole. Now you can imagine, we're not even towards the end of the tour at that point. We actually got a couple hundred more feet into the bridal chamber before we get to where they stop the tour. So one wrong drop of water, one false breath, that candle gets ruined. Back in the dark like that, trying to find their way back. And they didn't have curves like us. So if you look over here, right in front of our biggest column, you'll see where it was flowstone, and now we got stalactites and cave bacon, all trying to form a column. And now that has already all happened right here in the back. That one's 99% complete, and one of our biggest that we have in the cave.
They turn off the lights. I'm trying to find the bacon. There it is. So right here is the bacon. Oh, it does look just like bacon. That's wild. And then they cut these stalactites.
There's been several pieces broken off all at this point. You'll see a lot of it under here. Now, the good news is this will all be grown back in about 15 to 20,000 years to have some of their employees act as fake cops. And when they did so, we tried to pull you over or flag you down to get you to stop. If we found out you weren't coming to our cave system, we would tell you that whatever cave you're going to had tuberculosis or the cave entrance is collapsed and there's been a fire. Any number of things to get you not to go to their cave, and then we would point you, of course, to ours. Now, after about 10 years, everybody caught on to these 30 plus fake cops that are hanging around up here. And it started at the third and final stage of the cave wars from 1940 to 1961. And that is when all of this started happening. Violence, murder, mayhem, arson. And it started out simply with these caves would send their employees into their cars.
So this is all victims of the cave wars in the early 1900s, when these cavers would attack each other's caves and destroy it so as to get more people to come to their cave and not come to this cave. So Diamond Caverns was attacked or sabotaged. Luckily, it was just so vast they weren't able to make much of an impact, but it's crazy to see that. Wow. Oh, that is a rabbit hole. Into the unknown. All right. And it's wet. moss.
Where they were trying to make it for 60 years with candlelight. Now this room got its name in 1930 when the second owner took over, Dr. Rousey, who was an ordained minister who did weddings down here from 1930 to 1980 at that altar right there. That is actually made out of pieces of hanging paradise that were broken off. All the stuff of that marble cross they brought from the outside, which they still consider that altar part of the cave system now. Now the reason they stopped with weddings is
So this was a wedding chamber used up until the 1980s. That is cool. Can you imagine getting married here? I mean, it's just wild. Everyone's got to be in shape. So this was previously a wall, and they felt a breeze and they knocked the wall and they found a whole nother chamber back here. So this is the chamber that the wedding party found. There's sometimes crickets in here.
when they stay down in the cave, they lose a lot of their senses. So they do not eat the metal unless they get a alligator cave beetle, which is the same as our path.
This here is souvenir rock because you'll hit it on the head. You'll hit your head on this.
Now they don't have any pain receptors, they do go back after 30 days. And when it is together in the metal, the judge determines all you can do go back, we stick with your arm. And underneath that road. And now we are above. We are 80 feet beneath that road I told you about. So a semi could be right above us, you wouldn't even know it. Now behind some of y'all over here, to the light above us, you'll see a light at the end of this tunnel. That light is thoroughly heavy throughout here.
I guess those are jellyfish. Sure. And down here is a massive chute that you need to crawl for 100 yards. And it'll take you to a river. Only professional teams are allowed down there. Ah, I see the 3 jellyfish. That is indeed 3 jellyfish. Very cool. Amazing what the human imagination is capable of. Now this bridge here, back to this 1920s, this bridge here goes low, jeez.
Now, like I said, the females do get bigger than that. And these guys are being clear this whole room.
There's a cricket?
Có bị phía.
She's not afraid of All right.
Oh, I see.
Now, like I said, we will eventually cross by a long shot.
Wow, Massachusetts and all these other places where people came at the end of the tunnel. So this staircase was built for an expansion that never happened. And it's a staircase that goes directly into a wall because they were going to put a train station here. And this was supposed to be the engineered entrance to Diamond Caverns. Now, I'm trying to find that bug that he saw. Where is that? He apparently saw a cricket here. I didn't see a cricket. Absolutely gorgeous. Diamond Caves, Diamond Caverns is absolutely gorgeous. I don't regret the $25 spent. Great tour, great people. Include it in your Mammoth.
Alright, don't get it out of your rock. It's down on your left up here. Watch it.
So this is the cricket room. You can tend to hear crickets in here, I guess just not today. And I guess the crickets hang out here. Here's the souvenir. So this one right here will bop you in the head and leave you with a souvenir if you don't watch out. Oh.
Hold Daddy's puppy. Go. Walk.
Back here to the wedding chapel, where people used to get married. Can you imagine fitting 60 people in here? Like, where did they go?
You're like, we're... Go.
Don't go up these stairs. It's a trap. He warned us multiple times. The stairs leads to nothing but bad things. You better be an experienced, super experienced caver if you're heading in there. And then this is the hole that people would go in thinking it led somewhere and it would lead nowhere.
That ceiling dug out of the cave floor itself, made it half-inch low on that backside, because it turns out in this area, it drains perfectly to the underground river, which is about 30 feet below us at this point. Now, in this particular area, yes, the water is filtered enough to be drinkable. The problem with that is it picks up a lot of minerals on the way down. One of them being the wrong type of magnesium, So if you're gonna get a coffee cup or two of this in your system, I hope you have a cell phone charger because you're gonna be in your bath in the next 24 hours.
Mineral water, always a gamble. So this was man-made. That is super cool. Wow, that's beautiful.
All right. Well, if you're all ready, we'll start making our way back to the top.
And that's the entrance. Very cool. Another bridge. Exiting, and I'm about to show you a picture of the original cave entrance. So guys, we are in the shop. I took a series of photos that I'm going to play in a row, but it was really good. Diamond Caverns is, in my opinion, kind of a better deal than Mammoth because there's a lot less wandering. If you have kids, you can knock this out in an hour. My kids were dying at Mammoth on the historical tour. This tour is about 45 minutes. This is the gift shop. Overall, I'd rate this experience a solid 8 out of 10. If you're in this region, definitely give it a shot. And hey, if you like content like this, please be sure to like and subscribe. I sincerely appreciate it. Take care, stay safe, see you next time. All right, guys, there's a bunch of different attractions that they have different brochures for. You're in Cave City. You're in the best place to explore caves in the United States. Now, there is no audio or video, but I'll see what I can do to give you that feel, because what we do on this channel is we allow you to see things without having to actually go there yourself. So I'm going to take pictures where appropriate, and I'm going to try and sneak in some videos, but don't tell no one, and don't you go sharing this with Diamond Caverns. But I want to do right by you guys. But just like those who watch the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame or any of the other tours I have, keep this in mind. If you really enjoyed this tour, support this business. Put this on your bucket list. Supporting places like this is what it's all about. So please do that. And without further ado, let's start this tour.